What's up, guys? Welcome to Here's Avenue. My name is Darren, and today we're going to be talking about the Green Lantern TV show that's supposed to be premiering on HBO Max. So I wanted to talk about this show because it's been a while since we saw a Green Lantern on any screen at all, not even on small screen in the CW verse. I mean, besides the John Diggle thing on Arrow, I don't count that at all. But I want to talk about this because there's an article on Screen Rant that really took my eye, and I really noticed it. And I agree with all of it, besides one of it. But it talks about how the Green Lantern TV show can avoid the same mistakes as the Green Lantern movie. And I just kind of want to talk about this because this article makes so much sense and it's very interesting to me. So shout out to Screen Rant. So just to let you guys know, the Green Lantern TV show is coming to HBO Max with a movie budget. So it's not going to be as small as the CW TV shows. It's going to have a movie level budget, similar to I would think it similar to an indie level budget, maybe a little bit more. Hopefully it's a little bit more than that, just because this is a Green Lantern TV show which will be CGI heavy, and will come to my first point of this whole article. So the article is called How the Green Lantern TV Show Can Avoid the Same Mistakes as the Green Lantern Movie. And the first point that's on this article that I agree with is changing the Green Lantern action scenes. So in the Green Lantern movie, we didn't see that many Green Lantern powers. Yes, we didn't see maybe a handful of it, but that is not enough for the excitement of a Green Lantern fan. So the whole point of a Green Lantern is to use the Green Lantern powers that comes from the ring, which is a construct that is coming from the Green Lantern's imagination. So for example, for me, I would say for me right now, I'm sitting in my living room, maybe I would make a construct of maybe a chef cooking my dinner, and he's all green and he's cooking my dinner, and that's basically what it is in a nutshell, right? Just coming up with something in your imagination, and then it will come to life in a green power form. And in the Green Lantern movie, yes, we did see some jets. We did see some a NASCAR, I think. We did see some sword, shield, a machine gun, jets, I think I might have said that, and a big fist. And that is about less than 10 things. And I'm sure there's a lot more than that in the movie, but I feel like it wasn't that creative. It wasn't that it wasn't that imaginary for a Green Lantern movie. I feel like the team behind this movie could have thought of something a lot better. I'm not that much of a creative. I may make these videos, but I'm not super creative. I don't consider myself that. But I feel like the comics does so much. I mean, they're able to construct so many interesting things with Green Lantern, and so you have the Green Lantern TV show. I feel like they have so much time, so much room, so much space to develop different types of constructs in the TV, and just make him seem more intriguing of a character, more of a creative, and I think that's what's cool, right? Because as a kid, I mean, you're reading these comics and you're like, oh my gosh, I could create anything in my mind and it will just come to life. I think that's the whole point of it, and they just have to get that out there in the TV show for all the kids to have fun with, right? All right, so the next point in this article talks about how the Green Lantern show should stay off of Earth, and I totally agree. I mean, this is a space TV show. Keep it off Earth. And that's one of the things that the movie failed to do. Most of the scenes were on Earth, besides the training scenes, and that was the worst decision ever. I mean, this is Green Lantern. The Green Lantern Corps are a space police. I mean, they go to different Earths, different sectors, and they police everyone and just make sure every Earth is safe and all that stuff. And so they can definitely do that. Yes, they have a large budget. Yes, it's very CGI heavy, but you could still use maybe the desert and make it look like it's on another planet. I mean, you just take inspiration from Mandalorian. You could take inspiration from Krypton, the TV show, and just look at how they did it. A lot of the scenes were on set, but if you look at Mandalorian, a lot of those scenes were on location, just different parts of the world, and just kind of changed it. So just look at those two shows as inspiration, and it will just save you so much time and so much headache, and just making people believe that it is on another planet and not on Earth. And I just want to see Oa. Come on, give us Oa. You gave us Oa. You gave us like a few minutes of Oa in the movie, but I want to see all of Oa. I want to explore it. I really love the animated Green Lantern movie. I say if you just use that as like your blueprint, you're set. I honestly thought that's how the movie was gonna look like, but I was super disappointed that it wasn't. All right, so let's move on to the next point. So the next point is to show off the Green Lantern corpse, and that's something that the movie failed to do as well. I mean, yes, the movie showed the Green Lantern corpse. We did get to meet Kilowog and all the other members, especially Sinestro, but we didn't get to really learn who they were, right? Yes, Kilowog was, yeah, we got to learn how he was like he was a badass, and you know you just don't F with him, right? But you didn't get to really learn who he was, and we didn't get to see the relationship between Hal Jordan and Kilowog, and that's like the best part of the Green Lantern Corps, and just learning about him, just seeing how they interact with Hal Jordan, and how Jordan becomes like acts like the leader and the willful guy, and he's like the greatest Green Lantern ever. So you want to see that just really show within the group of Green Lanterns and see how he stands out. And we see a little bit of it in the movie, but not so much. It was really just Ryan Reynolds just flying around and being with Blake Lively and being with all the other people on Earth, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. So the Green Lantern show definitely needs to do that and just explore the Green Lantern Corps and just learn who everyone is and all that stuff. I mean, you also got Guy Gardner, you got Kyle Rayner, you got the other Green Lanterns as well. If we are able to explore those guys, awesome. We can't, it's okay. We still have other members in the Green Lantern Corps. All right, so the last thing on this list that I want to talk about is to use Sinestro as the main villain. All right, so for those who don't know, Sinestro is basically Hal Jordan, who is the main Green Lantern. He is the nemesis of him, right? He is the antagonist of the whole story of Green Lantern. And in the movie, he plays as Hal Jordan's trainee. He trains Green Lantern, or Hal Jordan, and eventually becomes the villain at the very end. But we don't really see him fight Hal Jordan. Yes, he wields the Yellow Lantern and whatnot, but he doesn't really become the Sinestro villain that we know and love in the comics. So if you just make him the main villain, the overarching villain in the TV show, you are set. I mean, in the movie we had Parallax, who is a very layered character who we learn later in the Green Lantern lore, but in the movie they don't do him justice. They just make him a poop cloud, and you don't really see him that much, and it is embarrassing for a lot of the comic book fans. So let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about this, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you guys again. Bye.